And a lot of them went to the firm that offered me. And I fell in love with the partner. It was such a great situation. Guess what? 2 years later, the firm folded. 100 years on Wall Street, one of the most prestigious firms, just went under because 95% of their business was doing this international structured finance stuff. I mean, offices in Rome, offices in Mexico. What was an office in Mexico? Offices in Mexico, Italy, I mean, France, you name. Oh, you want to try different offices? You can rotate all over the world. What? You're going to be a baller. Folded 2 years later. A lot of my friends who were on law review and moved forward and did everything that I was, were dying for jobs. A lot of them went to volunteer somewhere because that's when the whole market started to crash. So you may think that you know exactly what you want, but Allah may have a different plan for you. And they think and Allah wants you to do good, you know. So as long as you have the patience and you work hard, the ball will continue to roll forward in your favor.
Of course, Wilson says anything else. There's two things I want to say. One, frankly, we're in America. It's a litigious society, so regardless of what anyone says, there's always going to be a need for attorneys. There's always going to be jobs out there. And I just want to piggyback off of what Mr. Bushy said. Think outside the box. We're all law students or lawyers, so we're used to thinking creatively. Now, if there's no structured finance jobs, there is a reason for that. And there's an opportunity that comes from that as well, such as perhaps bankruptcy work or foreclosure defense. There's, people have a whole bunch of debt so they can't work, but they need some sort of relief. Those are all opportunities, and there's a need for lawyers in those fields. And you take that experience that you can get and leverage it. So you might get litigation experience doing foreclosure defense, but don't think of it as just foreclosure defense. Think of it as, all right, I'm going to court, I'm getting litigation experience. A few years down the line, opportunities change again. You can take that and leverage it into something else. So, like you were saying, Bill,
Yeah, I was going to say something to that effect. I totally agree with Dave. I think that, one, the reality is that, I don't know where all this talk about, no positions for attorneys in 4 years is coming from, really, because the law is like accounting. People are always going to need lawyers. So whether it's you working, big firms may be cutting positions. They may not be offering as many positions, but there are always attorneys graduating from law school, opening up their own shops, or small firms that are expanding on some level. Our firm is definitely expanding because we do exactly what you just mentioned. The partner of the firm, right? The partner of the firm really, he created a niche for himself and exploited not exploited, but took advantage of the fact that obviously, we're in a market, we're in a recession, and there are people who are seriously struggling. So. What he did actually was he focused on the Hispanic community because that was his background. So,